I'm Christopher Zweig, and today on CJ at the Movies, I dish on the new reboot of The Batman starring Robert Pattinson as the Caped Crusader and Zoe Kravitz as Catwoman, and Amy Poehler's documentary on Lucille Ball and Desi Arnaz entitled Lucy and Desi. Let's take a look. Our first movie is The Batman, directed by Matt Reeves of Cloverfield and Dawn of the Planet of the Apes fame, who has crafted a stunning world inside Gotham City and of The Dark Knight. From Adam West to Michael Keaton to Christian Bale to Ben Affleck, the title hero has been a worldwide phenomenon, from a comic book character to a live-action movie character. Robert Pattinson now plays Batman, who is juggling his life as billionaire Bruce Wayne and as the Caped Crusader. The villain this time is the Riddler, played by Paul Dano, who treats his victims like in Seven, and leaves them clues about who his next victims will be and what his plans may entail.
I'm just here to unmask the truth about this cesspool we call a city. You're part of this too.
Hands up! Stay still!
How am I part of this? Oh, you're really not as smart as I thought you were.
Zoe Kravitz plays the cat burglar known as Catwoman, who is struggling to find her missing friend, and Batman must collaborate with her to get closer to the bad guys. One of them is her employer, Penguin, played by Colin Farrell.
It's only gonna get worse for you.
Whoa! Take it easy, sweetheart. Hear everything they say, ain't you?
Maybe we're not so different. Who are you under there?
Featuring Jeffrey Wright as Detective Jim Gordon and Andy Serkis as Alfred Pennyworth, The Batman may be 3 hours long, but there's a certain kind of depth and humanity that splices the qualities of a superhero picture with a psychological thriller. As with a great Batman movie, attention to detail must be made for the city of Gotham and the action sequences, and there's also a story so challenging that it leaves you thinking throughout the movie. Pattinson is able to transcend from a teen idol to an independent actor to the Batman role, and he does it with complexity, and Kravitz is also a fine choice for the role of Catwoman because of her timing and attitude. This is a fresh start to a new reboot trilogy, so check it out! And our next movie is Lucy and Desi, directed by Amy Poehler, who allows the interviewees to tell the story of how Lucille Ball and Desi Arnaz came together, fell in love, starred in I Love Lucy, and dealt with one tragic situation after the next. Like Aaron Sorkin's vision in Being the Ricardos, this doc has something for fans because of the nostalgia and truth inside these two television legends.
She was fearless.
You realize that women could do this too.
We had no idea Desi Lou was going to become what it was. Work became our whole life.
There was a cost to the success.
Communist infiltration in Hollywood.
There was a lot of witch hunting at the time. His work was harder.
If I worked too much. If I drank too much.
I could live that way.
She didn't want to quit.
After all, there's no business like show business. You may quote me.
Lucy and Desi provides fans with almost everything they know or need to know about these two celebrities and their worlds. It deals with their family lives, their own turmoils, and how each of them reside in the new worlds they find themselves in. Lucille was fearless in those days and was willing to prove her levity and spirit, while Desi couldn't accept his new American life and yet thrive on the entertainment world. Amy Poehler, whose last directorial position was Moxie, really examines the comedians and relatives and how Lucy and Desi influenced them, so check it out. To recap on this week's movies, thumbs up for the electrifying and mind-boggling reboot of The Batman with Robert Pattinson now in the lead role, and thumbs up for the documentary Lucy and Desi, which focuses on the lives of Lucille Ball and Desi Arnaz and their careers, romance, and turmoils. Well, those are the movies I'm reviewing this week. I'm Christopher Zweig. Stay safe, and I'll see you at the movies. For more amazing content, please like and subscribe to my channels, and you can also read my reviews at cjatthemovies.com and listen to my podcast reviews at newhdradio.com.